Hi folks, JKG here again with another Toybox playthrough. This one is what we call Kublop Springs, and so similar to the last video I did, the Jedi Temple on Tenoo, this is also on the planet Tenoo. This is also another featured location for the kids' Star Wars show, Young Jedi Adventures. Again, we watch it a lot in our house. My kids like that show, and so this was my shot at a little fun little toy box, very kid-friendly. That's the idea. This one again kind of does end up pushing the limits on the memory, but with that said, we still have several little mini missions, independent mini missions scattered throughout this level. So we'll take a look at these. It's a fun little location, right? It's very much like it's got kind of a market town vibe, you know, a fun, lighthearted place. There's a few, you know, there's vehicles around that are interactive that you can use just for the fun of it if you want to. But we'll head our way up to sort of the center of the city area and get some of these missions. So first we have, not really a cantina, but they call it Hap's Sap Tap, and so this is kind of the place to go and get a snack, get a drink, and you know, a beverage, maybe a nice cold glass of blue milk, perhaps. I don't know. But we've got our guy. We don't have a Hap, so we get to use the Dexter Jetster instead. But he's got a little mission for us in the show. And again, I tried to, kind of like I did in the other level, I tried to base our little mini missions on actual missions that the kids go through in the show, in the episodes. Again, I've watched most of the show 2 or 3 times probably at this point. It's a good little show. But our friend Hap sends us on a mission in one of the episodes to collect Jellyfruit. And so we're going to come over here to the farm. Again, this is a farm that's featured in the show. A little barn house that was featured. I tried to recreate it the best I could. And we're going to collect some of our Jellyfruit that grow on these big giant plants. So there's one Jellyfruit right there. There's another one over here I'm going to collect. And then the third is actually inside of our barn. So let's come here and open things up. And we'll collect this guy. There we go. Now we're happy. We can have our Jellyfruit Festival in town here. Hap will be happy with us. So we'll return to him and give him the goods. And again, it did kind of end up being a large toy box size-wise, which I'm sure is why the memory is a little tight, but that's okay. Way to go.
It is I who have won this day.
Alright, one mission down. I'm going to attempt to save my mission from Master Yoda here for last. We'll go ahead and head right next door here to our friend Marlaa in the show. She is basically a junk trader, and so we're going to collect some junk pieces from Marlaa. And so we'll see, where is our first piece? Our first piece, I think, is actually way over here. Ooh, come on now, Yoda, let's go. Let's get kind of back to the front area of town to collect our first piece. Again, these missions are meant to be simple, right? They're very, very kid-friendly. That's the idea. And as much as I could, I directly referenced missions that the Young Jedi, the younglings actually go on in this show, which I think makes it a little more fun. But as quickly as I can, I'm going to jump over here. I see my next piece of junk up here. And I believe I have one more to find. Kind of gotta jump through some of this. You could bust through these boxes, of course, if you want to, but you can sneak through, and there's our final piece of junk, so that's good. So we'll take him back to our friend Marlaa. and she should be good. I'm saying Marva. Gosh, is it Marlaa? No, I don't remember. Don't quote me. Anyway, our little junk friend is happy, so that's good. I'm going to save Yoda for last. I do have another mission out here. This might be the one that I like the most. There's a few vehicles in there. Again, I tried to recreate the area the best I could. There's lots of little things you get snippets of, and so not every piece of what's out here actually gets used. For instance, there's what do we call this? A little animal area that is mentioned and featured in an episode or two. I was originally going to have a little collection mission with these critters, but again, it just ran out of memory, unfortunately. But it's still there, still fun to play with. But we're going to come over here and find Master Zia. We saw her in my Jedi Temple on Tenoo Toybox as well. She's got a mission for us in the show. The younglings are taking a field trip, essentially, and they come to see this special geyser, which I have going over here. Not a very big geyser right now, but that's okay. They want to go on this field trip to see a geyser, but one of them, Nubs, is sick, and it turns out that the only way we can get Nubs to feel better is to make him a little medication from this special flower that grows on the top of this really tall tree. And so obviously his friends go on a little mission, and so you can crawl your way through this big Tenoo tree that we have here. There's more than one path up, but one way or another is you climb through. I love big trees. I think you guys have probably figured that out if you've watched any of my other videos. Love a big tree. Once you get all the way through, it'll lead you to this little viney area, and we can actually get all the way on top of our giant Tenoo tree. And so we mentioned this in the Tenoo Temple toy box, but it's kind of the identifying feature of these Tenoo trees is that they're like flat on top, right? It's almost like ground on top. Well, we've reached the top of this giant one, and here's our little plant. So we're going to collect this. We're going to collect our Yara plant and take it back to Master Zia so that hopefully we can get Nubs feeling better, and Nubs can come with us on our field trip. Okay, one more mini mission down. One more to go. Let's take a look at our last one. We're going to go help Master Yoda. He's got a mission for us that comes from one of the first 2 episodes, I think. I can't remember exactly. He sends the younglings on a collection mission, and that's what we're doing right here. We're on a little collection mission. One little thing we need to collect for him. So as quickly as we can, we'll go find this thing. Again, you're gonna have to walk in this in this toy box. We've got a little pouch, a mysterious little pouch, and so we're gonna collect this. Let's take it back to Master Yoda. That's all he needs. The younglings at first did not know what was in the pouch. When they collect it, they realize that they are seeds, and not just any seeds, but Master Yoda has them collect sparkle fire seeds. And so once we do that, he plants them, and at the celebration, our plant grows and essentially shoots off its own little brand of fireworks. So that's a fun little illusion there. So that's it. That's my toy box. Again, it's pretty big. I'll point out, it's just a cool area, right? Not all of it is utilized in missions. You can jump on the speeder here and just kind of run around on the lake, the river. I'm not really sure what we would call that body of water, but it's a cool little area. So I hope you enjoy this. Again, like all the others, you can play this. You can download this on PC or play it on PlayStation as part of the Celestia bundle. If you go to the Disney Infinity Discord server, the link is below. If you get a chance to play this, I hope you enjoy it. Hopefully it's fun for your kids. If you've got a young one at home that you can play this with, I hope they enjoy it. If you do, let me know. I'd love to know. And I'll see you guys next time.